From the streets of London to the heart of West Africa, a revolutionary wave is sweeping across continents. At its center is Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, a leader turning a once overlooked nation into a global symbol of defiance and self-determination.
They enjoy saying it every year in their economic surveys. Burkina Faso is the poorest country, Mali is the poorest country, Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well, if we are as poor as they say, but when the time came to take responsibility, we asked these masters to leave. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for over 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy for themselves. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are lit up. That's the light. But in Niger, it's darkness that is served to us. When you go to our states, our lands are riddled with holes.
In 2022, at just 34 years old, Captain Ibrahim Traoré took control of Burkina Faso with a clear mission to free his country from foreign control. He made bold moves, removing French troops, ending unfair mining deals, and forming new partnerships with countries like Russia. Africa's wealth must serve Africans, he declared, echoing the spirit of revolutionary leader Thomas Sankara. Traoré's policies, such as taking control of gold mines and using the money to improve schools and hospitals, resonated deeply with citizens who, for the first time, saw their resources benefiting them directly. Traoré's vision extended beyond Burkina Faso. He helped create the Alliance of Sahel states, bringing together Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to stand against foreign influence. This alliance not only challenged traditional Western partnerships, but also inspired a broader movement across Africa and the diaspora. In Ghana, during President John Mahama's inauguration in January 2025, Traoré received the loudest applause, highlighting his growing popularity among African youth. His presence symbolized a new era of Pan-African solidarity, emphasizing unity and self-reliance. The impact of Traoré's leadership reached cities around the world. On April 30th, 2025, people marched in places like New York, London, Accra, and Vienna, showing support for Burkina Faso and its leader. Protesters carried signs saying "Hands off AES" and chanted against foreign interference. Social media amplified these movements, with hashtags like HandsOffTraoré trending globally. Demonstrators drew parallels between the Sahel's struggles and other global fights against oppression, emphasizing a shared desire for justice and autonomy.
Still believe that you can negotiate with this enemy. You cannot negotiate with Satan. Even Muammar Gaddafi, after over 40 years, the enemy was determined to kill him. And 40 years, and even Muammar Gaddafi, at a certain point in time, began to think that he could make friends with the enemy. And it was at that point that the enemy destroyed him and destroyed the nation of Libya. And through Libya, they infiltrated and set up jihadi groups, so-called Muslims, terrorists, set up by the CIA, set up by MI6, set up by Mossad, set up by the European white man devil. I want you to hear me, because some of us are very complacent, and you don't believe that the white man is the devil. You don't believe. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan following the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, has been teaching this now for nearly 70 years and warning black people that we must come together. We must have the United States of Africa. We must put aside our so-called differences. Whether we call ourselves Christian, Muslim, Rasta, Pan-Africanist, nationalist, who has been vigilant and watching, has worked to overthrow, to destroy, to discredit, to murder those leaders, those teachers, those guides. But this genius, this DNA, this reality of the original people cannot be destroyed. And so once again, from the womb of a beautiful black woman, a warrior whose name is Ibrahim Traoré. Family, the enemy is bloodthirsty. No, you don't know that. You don't understand.
Traoré, happening in London. Organic march. We heard April and everyone's come out. Imagine.
Traoré's actions posed a significant challenge to traditional Western powers. The U.S. accused him of misusing gold reserves, a claim met with skepticism by many who viewed it as a reaction to Burkina Faso's assertion of independence. France, facing diminishing influence in its former colonies, grappled with the loss of strategic alliances and economic interests. In response, Western nations intensified diplomatic efforts, seeking to re-engage with the Sahel through negotiations and aid packages. However, the unwavering stance of the AES signaled a clear message. The era of external control was over. Traoré's leadership ignited a broader conversation about Africa's future. His emphasis on sovereignty, resource control, and regional unity resonated with populations tired of external interference. The AES's initiatives, including the introduction of a common passport and plans for a unified army, exemplified a commitment to collective progress. As the world watches, the Sahel's transformation under Traoré's guidance offers a blueprint for other nations seeking to reclaim their destinies. The global solidarity movements underscore a universal yearning for freedom, dignity, and self-determination. Ibrahim Traoré's revolution is more than a national upheaval. It's a clarion call echoing across continents. From the streets of Ouagadougou to the avenues of Paris and the squares of Washington, the message is clear. A new Africa is rising, and the world must adapt or be left behind.